Hi there. In this video, we're going to talk all about how we can export information from GeckoChat, so your bot conversations, your human-to-human conversations, or conversations on any channel type that Gecko supports, which there are numerous, how we can push that information to an SFTP server to then be picked up and imported into your CRM system using whatever predefined fields and mappings you would like. The setup is remarkably easy. We're pretty much all of the way there already just with one click. We begin by going to Settings and Exports, and rather than it being a one-off export which just generates a flat file or a CSV which is downloaded to your machine, we want to set up a recurring export. So go ahead and click Create an Export. Begin by giving this a name. And then tell Gecko, do we want to include all conversations or just the ones that are closed or just the ones that are currently open? Typically, most people do tend to just go for the closed ones, especially if it's a recurring export. We then tell Gecko how frequently would we like this to run, so daily, weekly, or monthly, and specify which time in the day you would like this to run. You do have the option as well of backdating information, so which is really useful for test periods and the like. So I only want information from this date going forward, for example, or this, probably my favorite option here, is only include information and conversations which have been created or updated since the last export run. So rather than downloading and exporting every single conversation every single time, we're only going to include the new ones that haven't already been included in previous exports. Once we're happy with the schedule, choose who receives a receipt of this. And then lastly, we have, oh, my face is in the way, as it frequently is. Let's enable SFTP. So this is basically letting Gecko, say to Gecko, which folder do we want to send this to? So let's begin by, unfortunately don't remember this stuff off the top of my head, even though I've done it many times. Which host name do we post this to? What is our username? What is our password? And if you don't know these, just speak with your IT team and they will almost certainly be able to oblige and provide you with this information. We choose the file name that we want to have this appear in the SFTP server as, my SFTP test. And then lastly, what destination path? So think of this as the folder that we're going to be exporting this file into. We have the ability to test the integration, which basically pings it using the credentials, and we've been told, yep, that's all super valid and good to go. Last thing we need to do then is just review it, make sure that we've set everything up, and it looks as if we haven't set a valid schedule. Thank you very much, Gecko. We've neglected to put a time of day in, and then we are good to go. Really, after we set that live, the only thing that you need to do there on in is to go to your SFTP server, and again, or your CRM, and tell Gecko, here's where this file is, and to upload it. Now, the way that most CRM systems will work is that they'll automatically target the most recently updated file in that folder, which is really, really helpful because it means that you're always going to target that most recent import. Thanks very much, and let us know if you have any questions.